Hi Aries, this is your monthly July tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this monthly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love coming towards you. In the second spread, we'll look at the existing love in a relationship or marriage. Then I'll do the X spread. After that, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And at the end, we'll get you an advice for the whole month of July. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is a new love in July. We have the Page of Swords clarified by the Ace of Swords. We have the Chariot. Then we have the Six of Swords clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. In the potential outcome, we have the Ten of Pentacles with the Empress and the King of Cups. And we also have the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. We also have Sagittarius, Taurus, Libra, perhaps even an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. I usually go with a king or queen or the emperor and the empress, if one or both or either one of them shows up. So we do have the King of Cups right next to the deck. All the way right next to the deck, the last card that came out. So this is the person you're dealing with. So it could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or somebody with a lot of water in their chart. If they're not an earth sign, perhaps this person is mature, in control of their emotions, but at the same time still very loving. Okay, that would be the person. And the 5 cards in the main spread. You see those 5 cards, the 3 cards and the 2 clarifiers? I think those 5 cards are talking about one particular instance, one particular event that takes place at some point in July. Those 5 cards are talking about a decision, a particular decision. So I think at first it's going to be slow between you and this King of Cups, right? Perhaps you're going to be talking, you're going to be seeing this person every once in a while, but it may not come off as serious, right, for some of you, or this person is at a long distance from you, right? They're away from you. So for some of you, perhaps you meet this person online and you're going to be talking, but they happen to be in another city, in another state, another country, or what have you, right? Or again, it's just not moving that slow. I mean, it's not moving that fast in the beginning. However, those 5 cards are talking about things all of a sudden gaining momentum. All of a sudden, bam, here it happens. For some of you, it could be them literally showing up. If they're at a long distance from you, they're going to show up. They're going to literally come over. Okay? For others of you, you are deciding to relocate, or they are deciding to relocate. And perhaps for another group of you, you guys are going to go on some kind of a trip together. And when you guys come back from the trip, it'll be obvious, it'll be official that the two of you are now together. The two of you are now in like an official relationship. And you're deciding to move forward. That's what those 5 cards represent, I believe, right? The Page of Swords, the first card that came out, it's actually a card of somebody who is keeping tabs. So perhaps, you know, you're just talking a little bit, they're watching you, and the other way around. But the Page of Swords could also be a message or notification, an email or phone call, a text coming from them letting you know that they're coming over, right? Because we do have the Chariot, the Six of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. All those 3 cards could be interpreted as cards of literally going somewhere. For others of you, this is when a decision is being made to move forward or to go on some kind of a trip together, right? The Ace of Swords clarifying the Page of Swords is a card of somebody who is finally gaining clarity. It's a card of a new beginning, a very decisive new beginning, right? This is a card of somebody who is finally being straightforward up front with you. It could be a card of a conversation, right? And the Chariot could be a Cancer you're dealing with. For others of you, it could be literally travel, right? Or it's a new beginning between the two of you, right? The Six of Swords could be a travel card. It's also a card of moving forward. The thing about the Six of Swords, it always brings improvements into our lives. This is a card of things getting better. It's a card of moving, going somewhere. The Wheel of Fortune, clarifying that, could be a Sag you're dealing with. But the Wheel of Fortune, again, another travel card or a start of a cycle. A very fortunate new cycle, right? With the Wheel of Fortune, you know, things also always get better. Especially if the Wheel of Fortune is clarifying the Six of Swords, which is an improvement card. The Wheel of Fortune usually is good news in my spreads. So you see those 5 cards are talking about some kind of progress or breakthrough, or going somewhere together, or moving in together, or relocating, or going on a trip together, or something like that. Okay? And it's going to happen fast. If things are slow, like I said in the beginning, in the early stages, then it's going to be a breakthrough. Okay? In the potential outcome, we have that King of Cups that I already talked about, and we also have the Empress and the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, amazing potential outcome. The Empress in the middle, that's most likely you, Aries, right? The Empress is often a card of a future wife or future significant other figure. It's a card of somebody who's being loved, cherished, put up on a pedestal. It's a mother figure, right? And the Ten of Pentacles, the first card in there, is a card of a rock-solid commitment. It's also a card of financial abundance, and it's a card of real estate. All right, and the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck, I guess the cherry on top could be a Taurus you're dealing with. But the Hierophant is also a card of something traditional, like a committed relationship or marriage, very similar to the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, so yeah, get ready for a breakthrough, get ready for some kind of a trip, get ready for things to gain momentum at some point in July. And after that, it's going to be smooth sailing. Really happy for you, Aries. Congratulations. Aries, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, this spread is for you. We have the Three of Wands, the Six of Wands, the Ten of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. This is such an easy spread. Aries, it really is. You are either getting married or getting ready to get married. There could be a proposal. If you are already married, you could be renewing your vows. It could be an anniversary for you. You could be purchasing a new house or a new apartment, right? Or you could be deciding to expand your family and have children or have more children, if that is still an option for you. All right? Yeah. The Three of Wands, the first card that came out, is a card of somebody who made up their mind, somebody who made the final decision about something, and after that there's no turning back. And here comes action, the Six of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, right? Both of those two cards could be proposal cards, right? The Six of Wands used to be called the proposal card. The Ace of Pentacles is the golden opportunity, right? There's a pathway in the right bottom corner of that Ace of Pentacles. This is a pathway to new life. All right, for some of you, it is a proposal. For others of you, moving in together, taking it to the next level, whatever that level is for you. Perhaps deciding to buy a new home or a new apartment, or start having children or have more children, if that is still an option for you. Because the Ten of Cups right next to the deck, there's adults and kids jumping around in the Ten of Cups. This is a family card. It's a card of a commitment, marriage. It's a card. This card is often referred to as the happily ever after card, right? So yeah, definitely either taking it to the next level. Definitely progress. All right, definitely progress. It's like a major step towards something family related. There is no other way for me to interpret this. All right, an amazing spread. Only 4 cards, but it tells the whole story. I didn't even have to clarify anything. All right, cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Aries, in July. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the Five of Pentacles, the King of Swords, clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Magician, clarified by the Four of Wands, and we also have the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. We also have Virgo on the table. So this King of Swords, the second card from the left, yeah, that's the person. Okay, so it could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or somebody with a lot of air in their chart. And when they do come back, they will share some improvements that happened in their life. All right, the Eight of Pentacles clarifying the King of Swords. In general, it is a card of work, business, and finances, but it's also a card of working on something, diligently working on something, improving something. So when this person comes back, they will share their success story. They got a better job, they got in shape, they got their own place, they went through some kind of a counseling, they made some improvements to themselves or to their life, things like that. All right, they do miss you. The Five of Pentacles, the first card that came out, is a card of feeling left out in the cold, feeling sad, feeling lonely, right? And here comes the Magician, clarified by the Four of Wands. If this person is a Gemini, it makes total sense. The Magician is a Gemini or a Virgo card. But at the same time, the Magician is still a card of, manifestation, and most important, it is a card of taking action. All right, so they've done some improvements on themselves. That's considered as action, taking action. And now they want to build a family with you. Now they're ready for a commitment, right? The Four of Wands clarifying the Magician is what they want with you. It is a card of a commitment, marriage. The Four of Wands is often referred to as the 1111 card. To me personally, this card always reminds me of an actual wedding, right? And the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck is kind of a hint on the fact that the two of you are going to give it another shot, because there's two people in the Two of Cups. It's also a card of a soulmate connection, right? The Two of Cups is a card of unconditional love. It's a card of when two people feel the same way towards one another. So yes, expect this King of Swords showing up and letting you know the improvements they've done or what happened to them, the good things that happened to them since the two of you broke up, and then you guys can figure this one out if you want to give it another shot. All right? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Aries. In July, we have the Hangman clarified by the Ten of Swords. We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Emperor, and the Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Well, you're the Emperor, right? That's your major arcana card, Aries. And you either have some kind of a business trip coming up, or it's just simply the end of stagnation, the end of nothing happening, right? Speaking of that, the Hangman, the first card I come out, is a card of stagnation, nothing happening. It's also a card of a sacrifice, right? And it's clarified by the Ten of Swords. It's coming to an end. The Ten of Swords is a card of an ending, an abrupt ending, as a matter of fact. And here come the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Wands. Those are pretty speedy, pretty fast cards. Again, you could be literally going somewhere on a business trip, or things will just start picking up. If you run your own business, things will start improving. Perhaps you're starting a new job. You're getting a promotion, right? Or again, you're going somewhere. Okay, right? The Wheel of Fortune is pretty much always a positive card in my readings. It's always a good news, right? You are here as well, and it's always a good sign to have your own card in your own reading, right? Like I said, the Emperor is your major arcana card. At the same time, the Emperor is a boss figure, right? Somebody who is in charge. So again, you could be promoted. If you start a new job, perhaps this new job is on the next level up of the corporate ladder. Or again, this is just things getting momentum. All right, so fasten your seatbelt. It's going to be a quick ride. For some of you, the Eight of Wands is a card of travel by air. You could be traveling somewhere by air. All right, cool. Here's an advice or a word of wisdom for you, Aries, for the whole month of July. We have Temperance, the Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. We also have Sagittarius on the table. I can interpret this a couple of different ways. You're dealing with this Queen of Pentacles, right? Most likely an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or somebody with a lot of Earth in their chart. If they're not an Earth sign, they could be an entrepreneur. They could be somebody who works for a financial institution. Things like that. You know, they deal with money, finances, right? So the advice for you is either to be patient with this person or to bury the hatchet. If you guys sever ties before July, then there's going to be an opportunity to reestablish this connection, right? And the advice for you is to do just that. Okay, so yeah, the Temperance card, the first card that came out, it could be a Sagittarius who is also a part of this, right? But Temperance is either a card of healing or it's a card of patience, all right? And healing or patience, in this case, have to do with that Queen of Pentacles, right? The Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck, it could be either a card of an apology, or if this is the patience scenario, then they will, reach out to you eventually with the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is good news. The Page of Cups, perhaps this is them wanting to see you, wanting to meet with you, or grab a cup of coffee with you or something like that, right? Or it could be an invitation. And here comes the Ace of Pentacles. This is a golden opportunity for you to either rekindle this connection, whatever the nature of this connection is. Or again, if this is like somebody who has to do with finances, the Ace of Pentacles is money, right? They could be them investing, it could be them approving a business loan, or wanting to do business with you, or what have you, or getting your job. Okay, so again, just to sum up, either be very patient with them, or bury the hatchet, reestablish this connection, when the opportunity presents itself. Alright, so yep, that's what I have for you, Aries, for this reading, for this month. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Aries, have an amazing July.